Hi everyone, welcome to the next video from this Tinies page in Small Victories by Johanna Basford, and we have these 2 leaves, all ferns, all fronds, all branches, all stems to do today. Now I thought it might be nice to do them differently from each other because we've only got the 2 to do and there isn't a lot going on in the picture. I thought if we do them differently, that would give us a few different things to look at. So that might be good. I thought we could do, I'm going to do a little bit of an autumnal feel. I think some browns maybe as well as greens. That was my thought, but I'm just going to, there's such a small amount of space to play with. It's going to be quite the challenge. I think I'm going to start with a dark brown and just get going and just see how I can put it off really. So I've grabbed the colour called Mud. Now when I look at autumn leaves, I haven't seen any yet. It's a little early. This is Mud. It's still actually August, getting quite ahead, which is great, which is the plan of this page, to help me get a little bit ahead. So with autumn leaves, the darkest bit seems to be the tip. So I'm going to put just a tiny piece mark from this really dark colour on the tip of each one. Now with this particular one, although on previous leaves, some of them we've done different colours within the branch and things like that, we're not going to do that today. I'm just doing it differently. Now I want a slightly lighter brown. I am going to use a cinnamon. If I can find it. Is that it? No. There it is. Cinnamon. I'm going to sharpen it. Oh, I nearly dropped my sharpener. I caught it again. That would have made such a clatter. Although my microphone's very good at cutting out really loud noises, I've noticed. Cinnamon. I dropped my sharpener the other day and I was going to edit it out and I didn't need to because it wasn't that loud. And it sort of made more sense in the conversation where I went, oh, sorry, you know, that you knew what I'd done. There we go. So just a small amount. Now we're going to our lightest brown. Could be that one. Yes. I'm going to use the stink bug. It's a great colour. Stink bug. Apparently they exist and they really are quite stinky. I don't think we get them in England. I don't think so. I'm going to put this over all of it because try and sort of blend it a little bit. The very last colour. Try and leave some room for your last colour. Maybe I'm being a bit ridiculous fitting 4 colours into this teeny tiny space, but I feel like I owe you something interesting. Maybe this isn't, but you know, put myself down. No, rather than just lobbing some green in there, you could do that. Apple. Here we go. Of course I could do a fancy background and something like that. No. No, don't ask me. I'm not going to do that. Right, apple. Now I'm going to put this apple over the whole of the leaf. Blend it a bit. I don't really want it to look stripy, even though it probably will because it's so small and I haven't been able to taper the colours off into each other and things like that. To avoid that stripiness, you'd have to just do 1 or 2 colours probably. But there we go. I'm happy with that anyway. Now this one we're going to do differently. What should I do for this one? We could do it darker. Just having a look. Yeah, let's try that. It's a bit different. I'm going to start with the charcoal green. This is quite a grey green. I would say very similar to the... not really. No. Talking nonsense. Ignore. Ignore. charcoal green. So I'm going slightly batty. I think I've made all the videos from this series so far today. I think I need a rest. Going a bit mad. I need to go and do some editing, or else I'm going to have so many videos to edit. It'll be daunting and I won't want to do it. I'll stamp my feet and cry. No, edit. It's not that hard. It's just keeping an eye on it and keeping it going. Right, together with that colour, I am going to use the iceberg. That was a hard decision. I wasn't even sure, even when I finished saying the word. Now you could make these two the same if you'd rather. If it sits better with you in your mind, you know, I know sometimes it's tricky, iceberg, to do things differently. I'm going over the whole thing with this. So yeah, if you want them the same, do them the same. Choose which one you like. Do that one. Do something completely different. Now on this one, the one I've just finished, I'm just going to do one little touch. I want to do a little bit of pink on the tip of each leaf. Bonkers. She's just mad. What is she thinking? I'm going to use the deep purple, actually. Even this sort of pinky red, purpley pinky red, I don't know. I think it works. I do this with the juniper green, earth green and caput mortem in my polychromos as well. Just a touch. I don't know if it's even going to show in such a small area, but I just rather like this combo. And it works quite well on things like if you've done a flower and it's this colour, and then you do the tips of the leaves this colour, it can sometimes just bring it all together. But there we go. I'm done. Yeah, it was quick. Knew this one would be really quick. Tomorrow's as well, my goodness. I might have to, yeah, I might have to have a think about that, but I will actually be recording that one tomorrow, so I'll be all keen, enthusiastic, and maybe have a good idea. Who knows? Anyway, thank you for watching today and putting up with my slight madness. I promise I'm not going to make any more videos today and be completely batty. Have a super day and happy colouring.